All right, all right. I believe that we are live. Hey, gang, this is Wesley Anderson coming to you live from Puerto Vallarta. Just enjoying a nice morning, chilling out. Just had breakfast here. You can see the pool and the waterfall behind me. So just wanted to check in. I like to normally give out an assignment or encouragement on Fridays for the weekend because remember, the weekends are a lot of times what separate those that want to have success and those that just completely bail out on life. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to achieve more, all right, sometimes you need to do more. So if you're watching this on the replay, if you'll hit hashtag replay and where you're watching from, I'd love to say thank you for jumping in and where just because I'm very grateful for that. If you get any value out of this, please like, comment, share. I love helping people. All right, you guys know me by now. Doesn't matter what profession you're in. If there's some way I can help you, then I will do it. Hey, Emma, how are you, my friend? You guys, Emma is a rock star over across the pond. The food recommendations down here have been fantastic. The blue shrimp. So thanks, buddy. I'm definitely going to check out that other restaurant that we went to, or that you recommended. And, next trip, you and Jason got to make it down here, go on the adventure. I want to talk a little bit about the adventure that I did the other day. But first, let's do a quick recap. If you watched Friday's video, okay, we talked about the goal was, or Thursday, it was a Thursday or Friday. The goal was to find a way to get leveraged income, because leveraged income is the key to being able to making money while you sleep, all right, making money while you're on vacation, all right. So if you didn't get a chance to see that, go back and watch that. It's real quick, all right. So leveraged income. Also, another real quick recap. If you are building any kind of relationship marketing business, or you have a small business, did you add your 3 to 5 friends on Facebook today, all right? Remember, it's the little things that lead up to big results. The little things that lead up to big results. All right, so you want to continue to create relationships. If you don't know how to do that without going to Facebook jail, go back a little bit, and I have a video on that. Also, there's also, I haven't looked into it yet, but if you go into your homepage and you hit Explore, there's a new called Discover Friends, and that allows you to find some people too. So I have not looked into that yet, but I know that's there. Hey, Jason, what's up, my friend? I was just talking about you, brother. Hope you're doing well across the pond. I know you're about to rock out an orientation, so thanks for jumping on, buddy. So, guys, that gets me to today's topic. It's not going to be long, and it's very simple, okay? It's very simple, and it's called Feel the Fear and Face It Anyway. And I think there's a book called along those lines anyway, right? And it really goes along the lines of so many things in life, all right? And it's putting fear into perspective. Hey, David, thanks for jumping on, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you. So it's really just putting fear into perspective, because typically our fear is really not that big of a deal in the long run, but we let it prevent us from doing so many things. So for me, I have a monstrous fear of heights, okay? Super fear of heights. Hey, Dave Ives, dude, zip. I couldn't do any zip lines the last day. I did it 2 days ago, so that's what I was going to talk to you about. So guys, look. My fear of heights is incredibly, I don't know what it comes from. I've never had a bad experience, but it's just there. All right. So I chose this adventure as a 6-hour adventure. And this is something that I wish on every single person. Okay. All right. Every single person to do an adventure like this. It was the trip of a lifetime. All right. I'm petrified. So we take a boat over to this real south point below Puerto Vallarta. Okay. And so then we take this Unimog, which was awesome. We're like going through the jungle. All right, but to me, like, this is fun. This is awesome, going through ditches and all that. And I'm like, but we're still heading up, right? We're still heading up. And then we get on the burros, all right? And it's absolutely awesome. We take the burros even higher and higher and higher, right? And it was so much fun to be on the donkey. So it was so cool. So we get both up, and we finally get to the top of the mountain. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. The first zip line is across this huge gorge, all right? And it's beautiful, but I'm like, oh my gosh, and I of course make sure I go last because I don't want everybody to see how chicken I am, okay? And so I'm standing there and these 2 little kids, going and everybody's zipping across. And so the first time I didn't want to do it, and but I was kind of in that space where I had to do it because I was there. So I put myself in a space where I had to do it. And so I get on the zip line and I almost had my eyes closed the whole time across, right? And I was petrified. And I got to the other side and I was just hanging there. And the guy took me off, and I'm like shaking. He was like, the next one will be better. You're all right, man. You're all right. So constantly people encouragement, right? Encouragement, that's a key, all right? And so the next one, I actually, got on, and it was even longer. And I mean, it was just gorgeous. It was beautiful. And I actually got to look around, all right? And it was a little bit easier than the last time. Okay, a little bit easier than last time, and I actually enjoyed it. All right, and it was really, really cool. Hey, Terry, I know you're laughing at me, brother. Hope you're doing well, Terry Williams. It's super happy belated birthday, my friend. So, I got through the fear, and it was fun. So then that led us to this next one, right? I might miss one or two here, and that was rappelling down a waterfall, okay? Hey, Jerry, thanks for chiming in, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend. So the rappelling down a waterfall, right? And the pictures look awesome, right? If you've seen on my Facebook picture, they look awesome. So the hardest thing, though, is when you're standing there, right? And you're the first step back. And it was like the first step back is like you're releasing. And it was petrifying. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to die. 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 I was just sitting there like that. So I got some encouragement from others. All right. They were like, you can do this. You can do this. Just trust in the system. People are doing it. Okay. And so after like the fourth step, it was like a pro. Right? It was so much fun. And guess what? I had to get through that first step of fear to get to that fourth step of fun. Okay. And it really, really was awesome. And we landed in the water, in the ice cold water, and in the jungle. It was so fantastic. The next zip line was actually a zip line, and you land in the water. Okay, super, super cool. And then, of course, then there was the most scary part of my day. All right, and that's when there was actually like it was like a plank you're walking out on. Okay, and so I'm walking out on this plank, and it's like this thin. And I'm walking, and that's when I started to freeze. And because it wasn't most of the time, it's not the actions that scared me. It was the anticipation, right? So that's what we're talking about, perspective. It was the anticipation. So walking out on that ledge, I literally was like this. And I don't know why. I walked just fine forward normally, but that fear was petrifying, okay? And because it was just, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And so I finally, someone behind me said, hey, those two little kids are going to show you out. They just did it. And so my pride took over a little bit, and then there was some encouragement, and I finally got out there, and I'm shaking, and then I got to rappel down into the water. And I'll tell you what, how unbelievably fun. And the next thing that led to was a water slide, okay? And here's what's cool. If you catch what's happening here, every fear led to something even more fun that I wouldn't have experienced if I would have said no, right? And that goes for so many things. And ultimately, we did a few more zip lines, and then the last zip line was actually upside down through the forest, okay? Now, what's really weird is that didn't scare me. And because I had gone through enough, I had stepped through the fear so many times that when I got to the one that would have scared me the most, I knew I could trust what was going on, and I knew it was worth it. I knew how much fun I was going to have. So even though petrified of heights, here I am flying upside down, looking at the jungle going, oh my gosh, I'm such a lucky human being to be able to do this. All right. But guess what? It was because I was able to step through my fear. Now, the lesson today, I think it's pretty obvious. All right. But you can translate that into so many things in life. How about your business? Okay. What's holding you back? Okay. What's holding you back? If you're someone who needs to make calls, all right, is it really that scary? Is it really that scary? Think about the outcome of what you can have. Because I will tell you, if you're in my profession, or if you're in any entrepreneurial profession, you find someone who's a leader that's winning, they will tell you what you need to do. All right. It's just a matter of doing that and getting through it, and you will get there. Okay. It's following the system and getting there. But most people are so afraid of that quick anticipation that they won't do it. So it might be shooting a video. If you're scared, so what? You'll get better. And I promise you, over time, the results are great for you, right? If it's picking up that phone call, if it's talking to a prospect, if it's talking to a client, okay? No matter what it is, all right? It's the fear of rejection, the fear of failure. None of that really matters. Now, if the fear is justified, I mean, I'm not telling you to go jump on high-rise buildings. That's stupid. But if the fear is justified where there's a wonderful reward, make sure that you're someone that's willing to take perspective of that. So my challenge for you guys, it should have been yesterday, but we'll say today, is to write down 3 or 4 things that fear is preventing you from doing, okay? And knowing that there are great rewards on the other side of it, and take perspective of it. Put it down and put perspective of it. And that's my challenge for you. And also a good recommendation is to go ahead and buy the book, The 5-Second Rule. Okay, I believe it's called The 5-Second Rule. Yes, The 5-Second Rule, and it's wonderful for this kind of thing. So that if you're worried, if you're scared, and it's really, really helpful. I love helping people. That's something that's helped me a tremendous amount. So my challenge to you guys again, okay, is to go ahead and write down 3 or 4 of your fears. If it's business, if it's personal, whatever it is, write it down and make sure you put perspective to it, okay? Is really the 5 seconds of fear that someone might say no to me really that big of a deal when if I do this over and over, I can have financial freedom? Or if I do this over and over, I can bring my wife home from work or husband home from work or spend more time with my kids or travel the world. Is it really that important? And the answer is no, okay? It's no. So, guys, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to check in on the weekend. Mia, thanks for jumping on, my friend. I hope you guys got some value out of this. If you did, please like, comment, share. I appreciate that. I love helping people no matter what profession. So that being said, I'm actually going to head back out to the jungle and do another hike. So just having so much fun, and I wish this on you. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let your fear stop you. Don't let anybody stop you. You deserve great things. So that being said, my name is Wesley Anderson, coming to you live from Puerto Vallarta. Peace out.